Hello and welcome into Carolina Originals, the radio show that puts a spotlight on local talent from North and South Carolina. Deborah Hutchison is my guest on the show on stage at the Greenwood Community Theater as part of Hometown Hodges. Hello, Deborah. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I didn't get a chance to get up here and talk to you while you were singing a while ago and doing your performance, but wow, your dress is really sparkling over here.
Kind of Christmassy, huh?
Unbelievable. Right here at Christmas time in 2020, December 3rd, 2020, as we do this show. And Deborah, singer-songwriter, has been very successful in the music business, and we're glad to have her here with us today. You call Greenwood home?
I call Greenwood home. I went to Marywood grade school, lived in Idlewood. My dad worked at Chemstrand and Monsanto and Solutia until he retired. And my mom had the first Merle Norman cosmetic studio in the 60s and used to do the makeup here in the little theater for Bo Hopkins and everybody that was doing plays.
And here it is in a rough time, Deborah, that we have.
It is certainly
have this
just
virus,
horrific.
Terrible virus. Songwriters are telling me they're using this time to be creative. Are you doing the same?
I'm doing the same. I'm writing, and I know everybody's doing virtual video and virtual everything because of this virus. And the only thing I can do every day is wake up and pray and say to God to heal the world, which hopefully this vaccine, they say, will help us. God have mercy on everyone.
That's right.
That's all I know.
Yeah, I second that for sure. As we've been doing these shows, it's been during the time of the virus, and I felt like I wanted to be a part of it and document it, and you've supported me. And got to talk about your music. You just performed 3 songs, I Can't Wait Forever, Guilty of Sin, and I Need Somebody is the 3rd release, and that's
right.
the new one.
Right, that's the new release, and I hope it does well.
Yes, I do too. It's going to be on the album
Hollywood.
On that album is also going to be I Can't Wait Forever, which you can find on largetime.net.
Right.
Click on the store.
We're building an island, and it won at the Alabama Theater.
Best compilation CD.
Right, best compilation CD.
Yes, with the Beach Music Awards, and that one was on that track.
Guilty of Sin, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's available at largetime.net. We'll get a plug-in for your music.
Right.
But I Need Somebody has not been released, so it's about to come out. And that was the premiere of that video you just saw. That was the first time Deborah's done the song on stage.
Right.
We've had professional musicians playing on your songs. We had some former members of Marshall Tucker.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rusty Milner, Tim
like
Lauder's
them.
on there. Dusty Hawkins played the drums.
Dusty Hawkins,
Has passed
God rest
away.
his soul.
That brings us up to what's going on with Deborah. She is published in
Grand Entertainment,
Nashville,
Tennessee, Joe Metter.
We also have to say condolences to the family of Joe Metter, which recently just passed away.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'll miss him.
Yeah.
He was a great man. He was my publisher for 27 years.
And he pitched these guys, the Vaughn brothers, one song.
Right.
And I'm talking about Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimmy Vaughan, his brother. Jimmy Vaughan is the group Fabulous Thunderbirds, of course. You've probably heard of them. He was actually out before Stevie doing good, and then Stevie jumped up to be one of the kings of guitar.
Right.
And so these are the two guys together on the album Family Style.
Right. And my song is called White Boots.
You got a certificate.
I got a Grammy certificate from Norris because they don't give the songwriters Grammys. They only give Grammys to the artists. So they sent me this, and I had it framed, the certificate, and it's from Norris, where the Grammys come from.
Deborah, you worked
Family Style.
You worked in L.A., you worked in New York, you pitched your songs to a lot of people, and now your publisher has passed away. But now with the new way of doing things, you pretty much can do it on your own.
Right.
But, I mean, you got to have it published and all. I know you
Right.
But tell me, what's the future look like for Deborah Hutchison coming out with this new Bollywood album? What do you think?
I hope it's looking sunny and bright.
What type of music is what I mean? Like, is it going to be?
It's going to be beach kind of beat. It's going to be a lot of blues and R&B.
One other thing I want to point out about this album is that Niles Rodgers was the producer.
Nile Rodgers, yes.
Nile Rodgers.
But he produced Family Style, the album Family Style.
And of course, he's one of the biggest producers of all time now.
Yeah, he's producing a new group now that's #1. He's excellent. Nile Rodgers, yeah.
The group Chic
I mean it.
was his first group, and he was in Chic, and Freak Out and all those songs were on there, and I Want Your Love, and went on to produce everybody and anybody. But Bama Band, Hank Jr.'s band, recorded one of your albums and co-wrote with you on the Beale Street Boogie album by the Bama Band. What was the song?
It was called The Magic of Love.
An Animal, they call him. He wears the tall hat.
The guy with the top hat, yeah.
Yeah,
the lead guitar player.
You co-wrote that with him.
I co-wrote it with him.
In the beach music arena, Rhonda McDaniel has recorded one of your songs.
Yes, Rhonda recorded a song I wrote called Look Me in the Heart. And I recorded that with a gentleman named Johnny Neal. He was a big deal in Nashville. He's a great piano player, a blind guy.
Yes.
And unbelievable.
Did some
Johnny
work,
Neal.
The Allman Brothers.
He did some work with the Allman Brothers, yeah. I hung around the Allman Brothers and wrote some stuff, but it never got released, but I tried.
Yeah, even the song I Can't Wait Forever was pitched to the Pointer Sisters.
Right. It was pitched to the Pointer Sisters, and I got a call, and they said they wanted my master. I told them where I lived, and they sent a limo over to get the master, and they were going to record it, and then I was all excited. I was like, oh, my God, my ship's come in, right? Well, the Pointer Sisters broke up.
Yeah.
Nothing happened, but I got close.
You got to write with James Brown's...
I got to write some stuff for James Brown's wife at the studio in Augusta, and I pitched some songs to James, and he liked this one song of mine, God Rest His Soul.
Yep.
And I got to hang with James and his wife. I really enjoyed it in Augusta in their studio.
I got to interview him in 1995. Get back, hit me. He said he wrote a couple of hits in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
I'm sure he did.
I got that on tape.
He was on fire. He wrote songs everywhere.
Well, you're on fire, Deborah, and we're just glad to have you up here on the stage singing and performing, and best wishes here with your future of
Bill
your music.
Monroe, my buddy Bill Monroe, he wrote Blue Moon in Kentucky, and he was a big bluegrass guy in Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
So for his new album release, I got invited. Me, Doug Dillard, a bunch of friends went to the Hall of Fame, and we all got in Elvis Presley's Cadillac and had our picture made. And now it's in Bill Monroe's book. And if you want to see me in Elvis Presley's Cadillac, well, just buy that book and you can open it up and you see the whole thing there.
It's Come Hither, Go Yonder, I believe.
Come Hither, Go Yonder. And let me tell you what, they show the whole Cadillac. Doug Dillard, Bill's between me and this other girl, and there's gold TVs on each side with gold microphones. We're holding them.
And this is a car you're not even supposed to touch.
You're not even supposed to touch it. It's behind glass.
Well, Elvis recorded Blue Moon of Kentucky later, so I don't think he would have minded.
Anyway, that was a trip. We got chairs and stepped over the glass and got in the car.
If folks want to stay in touch with your music, what do they do, Deborah?
You Google BoogieDebMusic.
Is that one word?
Yeah.
BoogieDebMusic?
One word, BoogieDeb.
Why is it called BoogieDeb? Oh, you're Deb.
Right.
And I'm Boogie, so we made it BoogieDebMusic. It's Deb.
So you just Google it, and you'll see all kinds of stuff about me.
Trying to stay busy.
And Boogie, too.
Well, we'll try. Hey, thanks for being my guest on Carolina Originals. We're going to be playing your songs on the radio, and, of course, it's on video archive with Hometown Hodges and YouTube and all over the place. And can we say thank you to Tim on the sound?
Thank you, Tim.
And our buddy D on camera and lights.
D, thank you so much.
So much work these guys have put in for what we are doing here on Hometown Hodges.
Exactly.
I tell you, folks, you got to appreciate them. When you see them, come and enjoy and thank them. On the internet, a lot of people leave messages on the, thank you. So they're doing good work. Thank you, guys. And
thank you so much.
Yes. Deborah, thank you.
Thank you, Boogie. I'll see you at dinner.
Right. Later.
Bye.
Carolina Originals.